Hi everybody, so it's Friday! Back with another Friday favorites for you guys. This week I'm doing it on powders and blushes and bronzers and stuff. Now I will probably go into more detail in another video talking about blushes because I get a lot of questions about pairing your blushes with your lipstick, what blush to use if you have high colouring, what blushes to use for your skin. So I'll probably go into another video and talk about that. So do let me know if that's something that you would like to see and something that you'd be interested in. Just leave me a comment. First Friday favorites is this one by Blank Canvas Cosmetics, or VCC as I refer to it a lot of the time. Now I will open this up and show you. These are the 6 powder contour highlighter blush setting powder kit that they have. It's absolutely amazing. I love it. Just look how pretty it is. For first of all, I had this out on my kitchen table. My grandmother was like, doesn't that just look lovely? And I was like, it does, Grandma. So yeah, it's absolutely, I just love it. I just love looking at it. And both of us were just staring at the palette going, how pretty is it? So this is my absolute favorite palette. Out of all the palettes that I own, even eye palettes, I just love this one the most. So this has 6 powders in here. We have, and they're all powders, they're all matte. We have the 2 highlighter shades, 2 kind of setting powders, and this is a kind of a setting powder or a blush, depends on how your skin works, and then 2 contour kits. Now this can be used for everything. Like if you want to set your makeup with these ones, that's fine. If you want to set your makeup with these ones, that's fine. So it kind of works depending on what skin type you have. We have the 2 dark kind of powders here that I use for contouring. I use a mixture of the 2. For highlighting, I use the mixture of these 2, and then for my blush, I use this one here. But if you have a pink undertone, you can mix these up with the powders to get kind of that pinkish tone that you have in your skin. If you have kind of a peachy pink tone. Now this is kind of in the peach side, pinky peach side, which I think looks amazing if you have high colouring. Because a lot of people think if you have, you know, rosacea or high colouring that you can't wear a blush. And I myself suffer from high colouring, especially if I'm anxious or if I have alcohol. My cheeks go quite red. Now I am of age, just in case anybody wonders. So they go quite red. And it's kind of annoying. So when I'm going for like any type of event where I'm kind of nervous, I will wear this, a very small amount of it, onto my cheeks and then mostly blend with some bronzer just to cover it up so it's not too over the top, because the worst thing that you can do is to emphasize it in more. If you have rosacea that's a brick red color, don't use a brick red color blush because it's just going to be emphasizing it. So use something that's more peach side just to neutralize it. If you blush to a peach color and you don't like that peach color, then go for something a little bit more pink, and you know, that's how it works. But most of the time it is kind of a brick red, deep red kind of color, so go for pinks and go for peaches and then mix it with a bronzer just to neutralize it. So that's my little tip on rosacea. But I absolutely love this palette. I think it's one of the best palettes that they have from Blank Canvas Cosmetics. I think it's amazing. I love it so much. But I do have some drugstore alternatives. First thing is the Sleek Contour and Highlighter Kit, which I just love. Look how cool it is. The best thing that they've made in this by Sleek is the fact that they have made it slightly bigger bronzer than the highlighter, because we all know that we only use a very small highlighter. So the fact that you have way more bronzer that spreads all over the face and just a little bit of highlighter is really awesome. So it's also matte. The contour kit part here is matte, so it can be used for contouring, but it can also be used for bronzing the skin. Bronzing is placed across the cheeks, across the nose, kind of across, I guess, where you'd naturally have like the sun hitting you, so the highest points of the cheeks, whereas contouring is in the lowest point of the cheeks, so underneath the cheekbone. You can do a little bit on the sides here, anywhere where you want to emphasize a shadow, like underneath here as well. So if you want to use something for contouring, you can use a matte one. Never use a highlighting one that has shimmer in it, because it's just going to make it more obvious. So use matte ones, and this is an excellent matte one, but because of its tone it can be used for kind of giving that bronzy look to for the cheeks and the whole face as well. So it's awesome like that. It works perfectly both ways. Struggling to talk a little bit because I'm talking very fast. Then I also have the highlighter one. Love it. Love this highlighter. Oh gosh, it just looks so nice on pretty much everybody. The great thing about this palette is it actually comes in 3 different colors. This is the light one, they have medium, and they have dark. For setting powders I have 2. I have the Stay Matte by Rimmel, which I love. It's a beautiful yellow tone, but it also comes in a peach tone and a neutral tone. This is 001 transparent. It looks beautiful in photographs and I am a huge fan of it. The only thing is it can cake up a very small amount, so be careful how much you apply. And I think applying it with a powder puff seems to work the best. I prefer any powders to be applied with a powder puff. I just think it looks better. But one powder that I found that doesn't cake up on the skin and looks beautiful is this by Bourjois, and this is the Mineral Radiance one. And now as you can see, it's a little bit dark. I have it in shade number 5, but it matches my neck because at the moment my skin on my face is very light compared to my neck, so I have to give it a little bit of bronze to it. So this is what I've been using to give it a natural bronze without it being bronzer, if you know what I mean. So this is fantastic, and this doesn't cake up. It looks fantastic on the skin. It looks flawless like on the skin. It doesn't have any of that cakiness that you can get with some powders. I did have a problem with the powder going a little bit funny on me, but other than that, beautiful. 2 blushes that I have, and the reason why I have all these like mini sizes is just for traveling, because I don't like to bring the big palette with me, but most of the time I just use the palette when I'm at home. But for 2 other ones that I like using are the e.l.f. Tickled Pink. What I love about this is it looks like silk when it's on the skin. It feels like silk. I haven't found any cakiness with it. It gives the skin a subtle hint of that kind of pink, which I guess is why it's called Tickled Pink. It's matte, but it doesn't look matte on the skin. It looks just natural. It looks really like a natural kind of glow to your skin. And I'm also a big fan of this colour, which is Pink Cloud by Natural Collection. Now the only problem with this is it can kind of look a little bit cakey. It doesn't seem to blend too well with the skin, but I just love the colour. So that's really the main reason why I use it. Because when I blush to quite a heavy pink, sort of like this colour. So I tend to go for pinks and light pinks and peaches to give my skin some life without emphasising the blushing. And please let me know what you'd like to see for next week, and which of these products you like, or if you have some alternatives, then link them or list them in the down bar. Not in the down bar, because I can only do that. List them as a comment. I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye. Come on, it's a paw. Okay. We'll close the door. I'll show you your drink. It's so awesome. Close the door.